We're all about the Archers. I'm Philippa.
And I'm Katie.
And we are here to talk to you all about what's happened so far this week and a bit about the week before. We will be focusing on episodes from Sunday the 4th of August, Monday the 5th and Tuesday the 6th of August. There will be spoilers. You have been warned. So, Katie, what did you think of the week so far? What did you think of tonight's episode, The Gate?
I don't even know where to start. Yeah, the gate. Trying to talk about that one. Yeah, I feel like everything's happened since we spoke last week. We've got too much and not enough time to discuss it. First of all, Lauren, sorry, how?
Amazing. Yes, very good. For those that didn't listen to last week's episode, it is worth going back to listen to it, because in her prediction, Lauren said that by the time we recorded this episode, George would have admitted his dastardly deed to somebody, and boy, he did.
He did.
And we were all waiting Sunday night for the what's happening, and just as they do, they lead us on and then they pull back, and we've not heard. We did hear that Emma's been staring ahead, Ed says, and he thinks it's about being 40, so that's good that he's right on the button there. Well done, Ed. But yes. Sorry, Katie. Tell me more about what you think.
No, don't worry. Just talking quickly about Friday's episode, it's just wow. I loved it. The way 1 minute you felt sorry for George somehow, and then the next minute you felt sorry for Emma. And when she was trying to talk to him through the door and everything, it was incredible. And then when George was just like, "Can I just have a hug?" I was like, "Oh, George, you are normal and kind of nice sometimes." Loved it. I thought it was incredible and really well done. Didn't really know what to expect from it, but it was so good just to have an episode just them two. I thought it was great. Did you enjoy it?
I thought it was an incredible script, incredible acting. I just thought it was fantastic. And just the question that people are probably going to hate me for asking, but with Alison in the car, when she had finished drinking that from the vodka bottle and having her session there, what do you think was her intention? Because we've never heard of Alice leaving a car in a lay-by before, and yet she referred to doing this. So might she then have driven back?
I don't think so. I think she was going to sleep it off, because she said she'd put her keys in the glove compartment, and that was something that she discussed with her sponsor or something. I can't remember.
So you think sleeping it off?
Yeah, I don't think she ever had an intention of driving anywhere. She just wanted to get away and be on her own, and that was how she could be on her own and be safe, kind of.
And she'll be on her own in prison with lots of other people on their own. Anyway, yes. Okay, wow. So what happened tonight that really got your goat?
Oh, well, I absolutely loved Alistair. I thought he was wonderful tonight with John, because it was when he said, right, either punch me or we go inside and have a conversation. I was like, yes, Alistair. I thought he dealt with it so well. I really, really liked him. He was possible running for Star of the Week even. I really liked the way he dealt with it, because he could have just been an idiot and John wasn't exactly being very pleasant. But no, I thought that was brilliant. I really loved the way they did that. That was really good. But my other flop was Harrison. He's just so flat. Just the way Fallon was trying to talk to him, and she's got plans and wants him to be excited, and he's kind of, whatever you want to do. If you want to do it, okay, whatever.
Yes.
And it was such a contrast, the way she was with Ed, all excited and enjoying all the dancing and that stuff before the Emma plan and everything, and then Harrison, it was really hard work, and just not like Harrison. It was really sad.
She wasn't understanding of the situation, that he'd seen Alice and he didn't want to talk to her, and she just didn't really see it from his point of view. So yet again, you're absolutely right. They're not seeing it from each other's points of view. They're just sort of entrenched in their own. But I just thought it was Orc City tonight with Harrison and Alice. When you heard Harrison say, "Oh no," and then Alistair and John, it's like, "Oh no, what's going to happen?" Awkward.
Definitely. I did wonder where the rubbish has come from. I was wondering whether this is going to be a link, because we've not heard from Marky again. So I don't know. Could it possibly be linking back to that again, or is it just a pile of rubbish?
But they're healthy eaters. They're having yogurts before they throw their rubbish out. So, look for someone who's looking a bit healthy. You never know.
It's
someone
true.
with sort of a sweatband around their head or something. I mean, we have to remind ourselves that this is a Nick Warburton week. And so they can be a bit of a intermediate week while we go from one big thing to another big thing. He always has, some hard things to deal with, I think, and they can be challenging episodes. But Nick Warburton, got a bone to pick with you. I only had 2 items of food.
Oh dear. I thought there were more than that. I don't even write them down, but
I'd got sausage rolls and then cheese twists.
Oh. Yeah, because they started to talk about the party food. We've got a chainsaw cake, which I'm very excited about.
Oh,
I really want
all of that.
I want a chainsaw. Food. Well, no, they just said sausage rolls, but then because I thought, Philippa's going to be happy, we're going to have lists of food, but we didn't have. But then they mentioned about the chainsaw cake, and I am so excited about this chainsaw cake. I'm 40 this month as well, and I want a chainsaw cake. I need one.
My goodness. Would you like a surprise party for your 40th?
Oh no, I love planning, and I've planned the whole thing. I'm having a party. I know what I'm doing. Everything's sorted. So yeah, I'm making friendship bracelets as we speak. So yeah, it's great.
Oh, have you got a theme then?
No, not really. I'm loving the 80s theme though. Be great. I'd also love to do a Shining theme. That is one of my favourite films. That would be so good.
Do you think something's really going to happen though at this party?
Yeah, I mean, jumping quickly to predictions, I've got either 2 options where George, because Ed was talking about how's Emma going to get there, and they mentioned about George driving Emma. And I thought, is something going to happen in the car? Are they either going to get talking, or George just flips and kind of goes proper Eminem in Stan and driving off the bridge or something with Emma? I don't know. Or is Emma going to get really drunk, start to blab, and then George realises and flips and manhandles her because of how he reacted with her phone and everything? Is something going to I feel like something is going to happen. The fact that she knows this just before her birthday, something's got to happen.
And her birthday's tomorrow, I believe, so we haven't got long to wait. Unless, again, they're leading us down the garden path, up the garden path, and it's nothing, and it's next week. But when they were talking about an 80s film, I was thinking, oh my goodness, what if Ed tries to recreate The Verdict or The Accused with a court scene, and, Emma just, and George passes out. I thought that could be something that could happen.
That would be so much better. Yeah, I think so. I love that.
It did make me laugh about them talking about how to decorate the room, and the suggestion was about photos. And Ed said, I could ask Susan. She's bound to have a few. I thought, Susan's not just going to have a few, my love. She's going to have enough to cover the whole village. She's going to be able to do a PowerPoint presentation. That tickled my fancy for some reason.
Yeah, they need to do one of those big banners, like when you drive past a roundabout and you see that happy birthday and it's an awful picture. They need to do that with a photo of Emma, just like 40 across it, bless her. I also loved it when they were talking about the theme and Ed was kind of just saying, birthday?
I've got that down as a fave because there weren't many faves this week. So yeah,
no.
That did make me chuckle. Yeah, absolutely.
So good.
And when he said, if I could I'd do something a bit different for her. And Fallon said in response, remember I said I'd bake a special cake? I mean, I know the cake is special, but cake's, it's not really what he was getting at.
Not really, no.
Any other faves?
Yeah, Linda being the litter management. Yes! Finally. Yes. And Joy sticking up to her. Yes. Come on, Joy.
Amazing. When Linda reprimanded Kirsty for eating the cheese twists, I could hear every word Kirsty was saying.
Yeah.
And so I thought, that's not necessary. And then we had to wait while Kirsty was hurriedly trying to swallow
Yeah,
this
it's a
rather
lovely
dry cheese twist straw thing. I love a meeting in Ambridge. What about you, Katie?
Yeah, definitely. As long as Linda's not there, I will happily do any meeting in Ambridge. But if Linda's there, I can't. I would be eating all the cheese twists just to stop myself talking.
Sitting there with all of these sticking out.
Just not able to say anything back to Linda that I might regret.
Yes, fair enough. Fair enough.
Have you got any other faves?
Well, I just thought that maybe Harrison had been in our Facebook group because there'd been mentioned, I think it'd been Rob that had mentioned that the film wasn't in the 80s, it was 70s. And Harrison referred to that. So I quite like that. And my question was about Fallon and what she wants to do in the charging station. Maybe it was because I was too busy writing and not listening, but is she planning to do something in competition with the Tea Room, or is she planning to run her catering business there?
I don't think she said, unless I've missed it as well, but I've got visions because she was...
Probably both.
Natasha's got her back up completely about this hen party, which I totally get, because she just took over completely. So, yeah, I'm wondering whether it's going to be kind of a little events thing, but also a little cafe that could host hen parties, or at least she'd have the kitchen to be able to provide for hen parties. So, yeah, I think it's her little empire.
Yeah, fair enough. Any flops? What were your flops that we haven't yet mentioned?
Just this cantering on, going on and on, versus the fate, and this whole shuttle argument with Linda. Still, Ambridge isn't that big. We can happily do this, and I think it's well cute to do that. But Linda being Linda knows best. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Why can't they just run the fate at the stables? Exactly. That's what I don't get, because it could work really well. They've got the space. The stables are there to sell the horsey things, not to have a tombola. So the two would work in the same place. I didn't quite get that.
Definitely. I can't see Justin running kind of whack a rat or
whack a Justin,
like that.
maybe. Or that poor gate could be there. You know, test the gate. Are you as strong as John to push the gate off the hinges? Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes, that was a flop for me. Another flop, Josh pulling out the cricket coaching. He'd promised to help. Now, I understand why, Team Paul, but still, Josh, no. You've said you'll do it.
That's not on. Because it's not just an Alistair thing, that's a community thing. You shouldn't just pull out of that. That's, petty.
Yeah. And I so wanted George to agree to do it just to put Justin's nose out of joint from Justin saying he wouldn't. And
definitely.
Betting money with Alistair. No, thank you very much. What were your thoughts about Alice? And suddenly she's back and expecting everything to be wonderful at the stables.
I think she's panicking and just kind of wants everything to be back to normal. And, if I act normal, everyone else will be normal. But yeah, she's definitely crumbling inside. She just wants a bit of normality, I think. She just wants her job back so she can just focus on that and just get on with life a little bit before the court case and everything like that, I think. But Justin was mean. I wasn't impressed. Lillian is my star of the week, as always. But because of how she stuck up for Alice to Justin, she was saying we've got to give her a chance and you can't just get rid of her.
And I get all of that, and Justin was unacceptable, but for me, and everyone's going to shout at me again, I felt Alice was just expecting too much and expecting it all to be fine. And, I've done my rehab, so now I'm back. And they do have a business to run. And Carlotta trotting across the stable yard seems to be doing quite well. I was a bit concerned about Alice and this. Everything is rosy. She is facing court, so yes, I don't know.
It is the typical Alice thing where she just believes everything will get back to normal because that's how it always has been. It won't be like that, but I think she does just want something to be normal instead of everyone tiptoeing around her.
Well, we're really out of time. So, star of the week. Can you summarise your star of the week?
Yeah, I think it is Lillian. Lillian sticking up for Alice. So, yeah, I had Lillian, Joy and Alistair, but Lillian,
Yes.
she's my home girl. She's going to win.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I had Joy standing up to Linda, but also the gate. I'm going to put the gate as my star of the week because my goodness was stuck in the middle of John and Alistair there. Predictions, you've mentioned some, but any more?
Yes, they're my big main ones, but also, is something going to happen between Fallon and Ed? There was definitely something kind of, they were just having so much fun, and is Fallon just going to think, oh, Ed's so much more fun than Harrison? And is she going to have a crumble? I don't know. I really hope not. But, yeah, I hope not. Maybe when Emma's being held to ransom by George, Fallon will run off with
With
it.
the chainsaw.
I don't know. Yes, with the chainsaw cake crumbling
Up
away.
a tree. Well, mine was Carlotta will be furious that her job is gone and set up a rival horsey place. And maybe Linda will take the litter management too far around the whole village because we keep hearing about litter. So
This is true.
I didn't know. But on Saturday, we have something very exciting coming up because yesterday, Katie and I interviewed the wonderful Tim Bentinck, who plays David Archer, and that will be out this Saturday. We had such larks talking to him, didn't we, Katie?
He was wonderful. Yeah, I could have spoken to him for hours, but don't worry, it's not that long an episode. It was great.
It was great. So we'll be back on Saturday with that, and then I will be back on Tuesday with Quentin. So until then, it's a goodbye from me.
I actually have one little thing to say. I also have two little hellos to say because a few weeks ago I met someone called Ian in a pub who recognised my tattoo, which was very cool. So hello, Ian. And in Brighton, I met someone called Josh who is also a big Archers fan. So hello if you've joined us on the podcast.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Josh.
So yes. Anyway, sorry.
Wonderful.
Ta-ra from me.
Goodbye, everyone.